This is actually episode
Oh my
15.
God.
Episode 15. We've hit a 15 podcast milestone, and it is January 1st, 2022. So happy New Year's, everybody. Logan, happy New Year's.
Happy
We're
New Year's.
back. We're back.
We went on a little hiatus, but you know what? What are you gonna do?
Listen, for the stream, for the podcast, for the viewers, everybody listening, whatever. The reason why we were on such a hiatus, I was working in Massachusetts, so that was very tough for me to get a podcast out. We forced the podcast out while I was working in Massachusetts. I came back home one day to literally get the podcast pushed out, and then the next week I was shipped to North Carolina. So I was down in North Carolina for a week. And the problem with that was I got shipped out to North Carolina. I worked in North Carolina. And then from there, I came home on a Thursday night. I got home with no time to do a podcast. Friday morning, I got up and I went to New York City. So I was in New York City for that whole weekend. Came back from New York City, got COVID. So I was stuck at home, which is, not an excuse to not do a podcast because I was home, but I literally felt like shit for the first week. No podcast got done. And then obviously you got to think the holidays and everything like that was added on top of it. And it's just really hard to, get a podcast going when you have Christmas and New Year's and, everything like that. So we are finally back. We are here. It is 2022. And hopefully, now the obstacles that were in our way earlier are partially gone. And it comes back to a very consistent podcast. That's the plan.
We really need to not suck at this.
Not to mention, I am going to say that Heroics is going to make content this year again. So stay tuned for that. Not only is the WDB Cast coming back consistently, Heroics Hub podcast may return, and Heroics content is going to return. So stay tuned to the Heroics YouTube channel. We are going to try to, push out some content there. But I think this is the best podcast, considering it's January 1st. It's a brand new year. We're starting off fresh. We can sit here and, have the conversation about how our 2021 went. Because me and Logan if you compare 2022 to our 2021, we are completely different people.
Jesus, fuck yeah. That sounds so much worse.
It's crazy. Not only that, dude, if we take our January 1st of 2021 and you go to December of 2021, we're totally different people. Like, just that year gap. The whole year, we changed so much.
Yeah, honestly. God, the whole year of just 2021 was just so weird.
Absolutely. I don't know if you want to start.
Was kind of my fall off year.
Your fall off year. I think maybe if you say fall off from streaming.
Yeah.
But I don't know about fall off year. I think you had a pretty overall decent year of what you got. Think about it like that.
Yeah, the PC coming out of it. I'm getting fucking yoked again. I quit nicotine. I acquired the woman of content.
Oh, no way.
I'm just kidding. I love her to death. But I acquired a headache. Yeah, I guess it has been an alright year. In terms of streaming though, which is kind of where I really want to be.
Yeah, of course.
I've kind of fallen off. But it's just because shit has just been fucking different. I quit Amazon too. That's a big thing. I no longer have a degenerate sleep schedule because of that. So,
this has been, one crazy ride of a year. If I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
Basically, I made a TikTok. I don't know if you saw it. I did make a TikTok of my 2021, end of the year.
Yo, your Akatsuki fucking rug looks so fucking sick.
Yeah, dude, it looks fire. I love this thing to death.
Good.
I also got a new light bar right behind me. Shout out to my sister. But yeah, I this year I made that TikTok video of all my 2021 mashed together. But watching that video,
that wasn't in yours or Devin's, and I'm kind of pissed.
Dude, I'll be completely honest with you. There was a Heroics Hub podcast clip of me, you, and Devin that I was gonna add, but the problem is TikTok's format only lets you do 1 to 2 second clips. So it was a 30-second clip is what made the video funny, and a 1 to 2 second clip of it would not have made sense at all. It would have just been a gaming screen. So I left out all gaming content.
What was the clip?
But basically, I watched that video and story time, I guess, right? Because we are here to talk about our 2021.
Indeed.
So the start of this year, uh, obviously COVID came and whatever. I was working at a physical therapy office. For those
Yeah.
of you that did not know, I started the year at a physical therapy office and working at a catering company. I worked at that catering company for 3 years and busted my ass and wanted to hate life more than anything. But basically, I was there, and during COVID, the physical therapy office closed down and they just cut me. Which,
Yeah, fuck those guys.
what are you gonna do? But
Fuck those guys.
I still have my other job, so I, was rocking with that, and it gave me more time to stream. So I came back, and I was streaming a little consistent in the beginning, like December to January. Hold on.
I had to have been, because that was a time. That was a time frame where I was still in the talking stage with Ariana. One and two, you started streaming Subnautica, and Jurgis was like really popping, like in your streams.
Yeah, that's when Mr. Jerky Boy was in my streams. But I remember going from New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve was like depression started, like bad. I'll never
Mhm.
forget that. There's a clip that like a gaming clip of me playing. I think it was Cold War at the time, and I'm sitting there on my stream, like it's literally a New Year's Eve stream, and I remember it's at the end of my farewell gaming. It's like black and white, sad music's playing, and I'm just like sad. Like I was so sad going into this year. It was a
So bad, dude.
it was a depressing year, and then I lost my other job. COVID
Like,
COVID
catering?
shut. Yeah, the catering one basically slowed down because of COVID. I basically had no job. I had no income. So now I'm like fucking freaking out, right? Dude, things were going really bad. And then that's when I was like, you know what? I need to get out of this little rut. And I went from not streaming to streaming every single day. I streamed 5 days a week. Obviously I was playing random different games, Subnautica, Minecraft, Little Nightmares, everything, dude. I touched everything during that time. Phasmophobia, late nights, Monday through Friday, always streamed, and I always had, Jurgis was in there, Wonder was in there. Occasionally had, the homies in here when they weren't at work or when, even at work. So that kind of helped me back out, and that's when April hits, and I went to Texas, and the craziest part about that people don't know, I went to Texas on my last dollar.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was in such a financial like bad spot. There was a point where I had no money in my bank at all, $0. I was getting bounced, and then I remember I looked underneath my bed and I found a rack that day, and that was it for me. Like, dude, that saved me so much. I don't know how, I don't know why. God was on my side. Found $1,000 underneath my bed, and that literally funded my Texas trip. That and a little bit more money that I had that like funded my Texas trip, and I was like, I'm gonna go to Texas with that. This is it. Like the what I was spending to go to Texas was all I had left. And I went. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna pass up the opportunity. I went. And like I remember the last day coming home, and it clicked in my head, and I was like, dude, I'm going home with like to nothing. Like I have no job, no money, dude. I'm so fucked. And this is a time where like I didn't file for unemployment because like I had just lost a job. I was like, I didn't think of it. Like I was like, nah, I didn't even think of like, let me hop on unemployment and acquire the money. But nope, nothing. Came home, slapped with a job opportunity, which I'm now working, and just has been
Now
like,
he's fucking rich.
dude, that's the craziest point. Is like what I had in my bank in January versus now is just insane to me. What a fucking turnaround.
Yeah, honestly, bro, you could have funded my whole fucking PC if you wanted to. No bullshit.
I probably could have, if you want to be completely honest with you.
was just kind of joking.
Maniac asked me to buy his PC.
Of course he did. Maniac lives in Cali now, dude. He's rich.
The dude, he lives in Arizona. He owns a gas station and smoke shop.
So he's rich. So what the
He
hell?
works. No, he doesn't make any money. Poor bastard. But yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I went to Texas on my last dollar, dude. I had nothing. I was like, well, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna pass up on that to go to Texas with homies? Was I really gonna pass that? What did I do? I went to Texas. I lost my hoodie. I came back and I got a new job.
And now he's fucking living the dream.
Like, and not to mention, like, I came back and like working that job was like totally different because I never worked anything like this. Like, I was working, 9-ish hours a day, just about. In my other job, even though I was like working like 7, sometimes 8, I was working like 3 to 4 days a week. And then my other job was a catering job that I worked Saturdays and Sundays and sometimes Fridays. And even then, like, inconsistent. So I was never working a job that I was just constantly at work until this one. So, like, it took away what I wanted to do with streaming so much. Like, I stopped streaming completely and I stopped gaming completely. I obviously made the
Yeah, I
farewell
remember.
Chini.
You literally didn't do anything until
Nothing.
I got a PC, and then I ripped you out of it. Oh,
Yeah, actually, Logan literally pulled me back into gaming. I spent majority of my time going out. I went to concerts. I went to parties. I did not do anything gaming related for the longest time.
and then the old Sea of Thieves
And then
came in.
Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves bounced me back into gaming, and now literally have been hopping between Valorant. Sometimes I get on Vanguard, Halo Infinite.
Wait, you've played Valorant? I haven't been on Valorant at all.
I touched Valorant a little bit. Nobody else is there to play, so I stopped playing it. I'm back on GTA now. Like,
Oh god.
times are crazy.
Wait,
It's
I'm actually kind of down to play Valorant though.
you know what you need to download GTA on your PC. It's like
I don't
on
know if
sale
I
for
want
like
the
15
computer
bucks.
to blow up.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't take as much as you actually think it does.
And we'll see. But yeah, I am down to play Valorant because I haven't touched it. I'm gonna be dog shit at it. I haven't played Oh my god, dude! I haven't played shooters. Like,
Ready or Not is the last really like shooter. Like I played a little bit of Halo, but aside from GTA, I haven't actually played a shooter. I wouldn't even consider GTA a shooter.
oh my god, I've been playing so much No Man's Sky, that I've just been fucking consumed.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
I'm telling you, like this has been the craziest. Like I'm gonna straight up say it's been the craziest year of my life because the
Yeah, I think in
past,
terms of just overall shit happening.
yeah, like new job, like I traveled a lot. This just this year, I was in Texas, upstate New York, New York City, North Carolina, Massachusetts, Maine. Um, I went somewhere else too. I didn't even
You
know.
really were just everywhere, weren't you?
Dude, this whole year I was everywhere. Rhode Island, everywhere, dude. I was in multiple different states, and it's gonna continue going into 2022. I gotta go to Michigan. I gotta go to Arizona. I'm gonna go back to Texas. Like, it's a crazy time, man. It's like life has actually changed. Like in the past year, I grew up so much when it comes to like, I didn't grow up. I'm still an immature child, but like, I grew up in the fact that like I just focused on life. Like I stopped with the, obviously gaming has been my dream and that's still going to be my dream. I still would love to be able to make content full time and stream full time if I
Yeah,
could.
but it's like we can't primarily focus on that. Like, there's things that now in our lives that like
Yeah.
matter to us more than anything.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm going to tell like if there's a younger audience watching, like obviously Wonder, Jurgis, you guys primarily, anybody else around that age, if you want to do this, full time, focus it now while you can. And it's going to be hard. This is not, listen, if this was easy, everybody would do it. And they say that about everything in life. Like if life is easy, everybody would be, successful. But especially esports and gaming as a whole and content creation, like if it was easy, everybody would do it. Who wants to go work a 9 to 5 and you could get on and stream Valorant and make money? Like, be realistic there.
Yeah, except I suck at Valorant. So.
Yeah, but think about the people who aren't talented. There's a lot of people who are not talented at video games, and they make their content because of that. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
I kind
know,
of feel like that was my whole fucking persona.
being ass.
I really need to just go back to that. Just being dog shit at
Yeah,
everything.
like, dude, you know how many people, like, if you have a funny personality, which I've said this plenty of times, like, heroics as a whole, we had it. If you think we didn't, you're stupid. Like, we had it. We just didn't have the eyes to, like, I genuinely think we were funnier than most YouTubers that make content, but we didn't have the eyes to ever give it anything. And that's going to come down to, you'll have YouTubers who make shit content, but they already have the viewership, so it doesn't matter what they make. They can make 10
Yeah, they
shitty
can
videos and they're still going to
push
make
us
money.
around. What?
Pretty much, yeah. It's just it's been a crazy ride, and I mean I don't know, like I'm looking forward to 2022. I hope a lot changes in 2022. Like I really do want to get back into content creation. If I could, even if I
Well, now
subbed,
now I can actually be a part of most of the content too.
yeah, dude, like we could literally hop on and play like I've been thinking about this. Like even if there was just, 4 or 5 of us that got on and played, a PC game and we posted on the Heroics channel, like dude, anything like that. It doesn't have to be everybody in Heroics, and it doesn't have to be a trivia video or a sit down video like we used to do. It could
I
be
think those
anything.
are fun too. But
Yeah, of course. Like those, I think those primarily did the best. I think we killed those. I think we did a really good job. I
yeah, but
think
I think the reason why we killed those is because of the fact that like everybody was all into it, and we never really had everybody to play games and
we
games
we
that
didn't
we
have a
did want to
choice.
play. Yeah, we didn't have choices, and not everybody was down to play certain games because not everybody was like big into it.
And I said that. I remember saying that in the beginning. I remember me and you had that conversation. I was like, heroics content is the hardest thing to make. And, I remember I said that to Devin one time. He's like, how is it the hard? Like, how? That doesn't make sense. There's more people. But that actually doesn't help anything because you take a group of 8 and 6 people want to play GTA and 2 people don't. You can't incorporate those 8 people because 2 don't want to play GTA. Maybe 2 don't have it. We were at a point where, we all moved on to PC gaming and Logan and Tim were on console. Like, that's not something they can fix or.
Yeah, I mean, think about it even now. Timothy is like still on just a console only person. Like he's
And I
not.
haven't seen him anywhere on Twitter. Dude, I have not seen him game.
No, he doesn't play. Well, I mean, he does play. He plays with like one of my other groups of friends.
And you know
But
what? I'm happy that he still games. I have not seen him in a while. Hope
oh, I
he.
miss him dearly.
Oh
We
yeah,
talked.
dude.
We talked for like 5 minutes the other day. Like I don't even see him anymore.
Yeah, he called me and he called me the other day. I think it was to wish me a Merry Christmas, but like I was in bed dying with COVID, and I just texted him back and was like, "What's up, man?" Like talked for a little bit, but that's another thing too. Is like, dude, think about who we lost this year. Like not even like that sounds so dark and like who we lost, like who died, but like
No, but I mean, a lot of shit's happened like to where people just aren't. We aren't like really. All right, think about it this way. I haven't talked to Cheque in months.
yeah,
I haven't talked to. I talked to Rolly like once in a blue moon.
yeah, like that's I
Jordan's
know.
the second most consistent person that I've talked to besides Sal. I have no fucking friends anymore.
Dude, that's how I feel. Like I hop into Discord and like, dude, even the last couple days, like I've been home out of work, like obviously like sick, so I haven't had to go into work. Like, dude, you would think like Devin had COVID,
Yo,
I
you know
had
what you
COVID.
need? Now that I think about it, you need fucking you need a Switch.
Nintendo Switch.
Yes,
You got a Switch?
dude, I got that with Pokemon Shining Pearl. I, bro, way too much time.
My sister has
Way
a
too
Switch.
much.
She'd probably help me use it.
It's so great. That yeah, because
It's
then you don't even have to like plug in. You don't have to get up out of bed to get on your PC.
just
or
fucking
whatever.
grab the Switch, roll in, sitting in my car, just hop on the Switch.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what I do. On lunch, bro, I don't even eat half the time. I just
Me
fucking play
neither.
this.
I watch anime now when I'm on lunch break. I usually watch a full episode through the lunch break, and I'm like, all right, back to work. But dude, that's the thing is like that's another thing, dude. Like, do you want me to read off this list to you?
What's up?
All right, so anime is watched. 2020, 2020.
Oh, God. This is where you jumped up to fucking 0 to 100 real quick.
Real quick, dude. Real quick, 0 to 100. 2020, I watched Naruto. Okay, 2020. This is like December. Like I was, talking to somebody and watching anime at the same time. Yeah. Whatever, man. But anywho, but I was watching Naruto, and like I got into Naruto. I finished all of Naruto. I started Shippuden. But it's just so long, like fillers and with everything like that, dude. I couldn't stay focused.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't just skip the filler.
Dude, I started to, but like it was too late. Like I watched too much filler to where I was like, damn, this is not that entertaining. And then I started skipping filler to try to like feed my, interest again, and it just didn't really work out that way. And I just stopped.
Go the way you wanted to.
But like obviously like I watched a big part of Shippuden. I watched all of Naruto and a huge majority of Shippuden. Like it wasn't like I stopped in the beginning. Like I watched almost the whole thing. I just couldn't finish it. Like I don't know. It was good. It was entertaining, but like I just didn't have the brain power to continue to sit through it. And then I remember I went to Texas and we jokingly put on Demon Slayer in Texas. Like that was like it was a joke. Like Jack is like, "Oh, let's watch anime," and I'm like, yeah, let's do it." And he's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude." We start watching Demon Slayer, and I'm like, I remember the whole first two episodes. I'm just clowning the show. I'm just sitting there like, dude, why is this guy moaning every time he walks? Like Tanjiro's just sitting there fucking ah every time he swings, dude. And I'm like, it's just so fucking corny. And then I got home and I was like, let me watch it by myself. Like anime by myself is a totally different vibe. Like
Yeah,
if I
it's
sit in
kind of a
Discord and
different.
watch it, like I can't do it. I just troll.
Yeah, it's definitely a whole different vibe.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. Like it just I remember I went home and I was like, all right, let me watch Demon Slayer. I watched Demon Slayer. And then I was like, all right, what can I watch next? I'm like, check it, what do I watch next? He's like, well, what do you want? Length? They're like, I'm like, no, just kind of want to get into something and just watch something else. And I was like, I just want to watch the little short seasons. Like it was easier that way. So I went from Demon Slayer, which is short, to Jujutsu Kaisen. And then I don't know what I did, but I watched Hunter x Hunter, which is long.
Oh
And
man.
Hunter, I fell in love with Hunter x Hunter. Hunter. Obviously, I'm in a Gone hoodie right now. Like Hunter x Hunter is my favorite anime.
Yeah, I think I picked that out too.
Yeah, I think you did.
I'm pretty sure I picked out both those gifts.
Dude, but like, and then just a streak started. Like, I'm looking at my list right now, and I went from watching Naruto in 2020 to picking it up in April 2021, watching Demon Slayer, and then from there I watched. So just from April 2021, I watched Demon Slayer, Hunter x Hunter, Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, Black Clover, God of High School, Tokyo Revengers, Seven Deadly Sins, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, My Hero, Classroom of the Elite, Haikyuu, Akame ga Kill, Promise Neverland, and Death Note. I just finished Death Note earlier today, and I just started Food Wars. I'm on a
Oh, dude,
grind.
no, not Akame got kill.
That was a good one. I thought that was a good one.
My soul hurts.
Yeah, it was. There were some of them that were like, some of them were all right. Some of them were really, really good, and some of them were like whatever. Like Promise Neverland, I was like, oh, whatever. It is what it is. I finished it. I was like,
Dude,
okay.
Mariana really likes Promise Neverland.
Really? I don't know. There wasn't
I
much
wasn't.
action.
I can't watch it. I can't. I
There
can't
wasn't
bring
enough
myself. I haven't
action.
watched anime in a while though. I need to watch the
I'm,
new season of Demon Slayer.
Devin's watching Demon Slayer right now.
Must
Devin's
be
about to
nice.
turn
I
into
wish I
me.
could re-enjoy Demon Slayer for the first time again.
Oh,
And like have
100%.
everything that I have now, because I would be so much more. Dude, I'm like on my shaker bottle. I wrote "Set Your Heart Ablaze." And
Really?
it's just every time I look at it, I just think of fucking Rengoku absolutely hork slamming Akaza whenever he had a fucking like hand in his heart.
Yeah,
Remember
he
that
just
shit?
continued. He's just sitting there,
Like
gaping
was,
hole in his
all of a sudden
chest.
woke up and still was like going for the fucking chop. I was like, oh my
And then
god, this guy's a menace.
he's like sitting there with his head down. Tanjiro's crying. He's like, nah, man, don't cry.
God, bringing up memories here.
Yeah, dude. Listen, anime, like, I don't care what anybody says. Like, anime, I fell in love with anime this year. But it's
Yeah,
crazy
but I
because,
definitely
like,
need to look up the new one.
anime, I've been hooked on anime. But, like, I don't know. My personality has changed so much. Like, dude, I remember I would sit there. I used to sit here and just listen to fucking Juice WRLD and Uzi and fucking Trippie Redd all
Yeah, you
day,
still do
Travis
that.
Scott. No, I
You still
don't,
do
dude. I don't. One, I don't listen to music as much as I did. And two, a lot of the music I listen to now is country.
What?
Yeah, dude. When I'm in the gym,
I'm gonna beat you.
I listen to Uzi and like I listen back to my rap playlist, my hype playlist. But like when I'm in the car, dude, I'm listening to country music. Like I'm like a totally different person, dude. I went to a country concert this year. I'm planning to go to another one this year. Like
I can't even believe it.
that's what I'm saying. I changed so much, dude. Like I go out and fucking. You should see my closet now. Christmas, I opened up fucking 2 Carhartt hoodies, a Carhartt jacket.
Yeah, but Carhartt's like in.
Yeah, but like
And
I used to wear fucking heroics merch and like designer hoodies and fucking NMDs. Now I'm in work boots and Carhartt pants and Carhartt shirts. Like totally different person.
it really did change.
I remember I threw a party in June and I was in like a fucking Lonely Hearts Club shirt and like Nike shorts and NMDs. Now I go out and I'm like, yeah, I'm at a party in boots and work jeans, and totally different person.
Looking like he's got a fat fucking cock ready to go too.
I have a small cock though. That's the unfortunate part.
No, you have an absolutely massive one.
It never gets not talked about. It doesn't matter. We
Yeah,
probably
it
have
doesn't matter
mentioned
what
it.
you're
We
here.
we're what 15 episodes in. It's probably been mentioned in 13 of them.
That would mean that 2 episodes have not been talked about. Your cock has not been talked about.
Yeah,
So that's still a win.
I completely honest with you. It might be 15 of 15. I
might have to
genuinely,
go back and
I'm gonna go
rewatch
back because I think there's been like subtle hints and like jokes that have like I think it might be 15 for 15.
I guess it's possible.
That's bad. We gotta stop, dude. I blame Devin.
It really is kind of Devin's fault, isn't it?
Dude, he fucking showed people the other day.
Oh no, not the print.
Yeah, it went back around. We did another circle. We're at the end of 2021.
Wait.
We did another fucking circle.
Hey, do you want to play? Have you played Payday 2?
Mm-mm.
Do you want to play it?
Yeah, I'm down.
It's 99 cents.
All right, yeah, I'm with it. 99 cents is a lot of money, but though.
Wait, no way. Shut up.
Dude, wait, but like, thinking about this year, like, money-wise, dude, it's crazy. That's so crazy. Like, I actually became like a grown-up, dude. Like, I buy whatever the fuck I want. Like, I've never been in that position. Dude, the other day I was playing GTA, I bought fucking two $100 shark cards just because I can. Like, it's dude, it's not smart, but like, okay, I don't want to sit here. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I'm rich. Because I'm not. But like, just the fact that like, I work to make my money. So like, now I know I have, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's adult money, so now you have access to
Yeah,
all this
dude,
shit.
like,
yeah, you know what I'm doing right now? You see there's a 99-cent version of Payday 2? I'm buying all the skins.
brilliant.
All of them.
It's just, I had to shut my phone off because now, I'm taking a gap from social media as well, which is why I didn't tweet about the podcast. The only social media that I will handle is like, if Heroics, like, I'm going to keep uploading the podcast because obviously I'm the one that does it. So, like,
Yeah.
I'm still going to access our YouTube channel and our RSS feed and probably our Twitter. And when it comes, obviously, Heroics Twitter, I'm going to continue. So I still have Twitter downloaded because when the Heroics Twitter needs me, I'll be there. Same thing goes for like Heroics content. Like, if we make Heroics content this year like I plan to, I'm going to continue to, my Twitch is going to get used because obviously we're sitting here going to make the podcast. And I'm going to use Twitch to do the Heroics Hub podcast and Heroics content. So I'll be taking a gap.
Yeah, it's about to be lit.
Yeah, like, obviously, I'll be taking a gap, but not like what you people think. Like, I'm not. There was a time where I took, like, obviously, I wasn't streaming, so I didn't have the friends that I have now, but I took a complete gap. I disappeared from the earth. IRL friends, gaming friends, everything. I just disappeared from everybody. And I don't want to do that again because that was really bad for my mental health, but I will be taking a gap from all social media. And, like, if you need me, don't text me, basically. If you're not in Heroics, don't fucking text me. I don't care. It's straight up like that. I tweeted that. I don't care. Like, I put it on my Snapchat. I literally don't care. Like, you're not in Heroics and you don't have something to tell me, I don't give a fuck. So just keep it at that. Keep that in the back of your head when you decide to message me. If you don't get an answer, I just don't care.
Called fuck your life. Bing bong.
Pretty much. That's my 2022. Like, that's where I'm at. I don't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck last year, but now I really don't.
Yeah, I really just don't give a fuck. Man, it's been weird because like social media for me has just been pretty. I don't message anybody really.
Yeah, me neither. I don't use my Snapchat anymore. I don't use my TikTok anymore.
I use my TikTok a lot, but I don't message I don't actively message people on TikTok. If that makes sense. Like I don't.
TikTok happens when I take a shit.
Yeah, a lot when I take a shit or like 3 a.m. whenever I have nothing
Well, what
to do.
changed that? The reason why, because I used to use TikTok constantly. The reason what changed that is anime. Because now I'm watching on Crunchyroll and I have it on my phone. Sometimes I'll stop my episode, I'll go take a shit, and I just watch the episode while I'm taking a shit. So like, I'm no longer sitting through TikTok. I'm just watching the episode. I finish my shit. I get the fuck out, and then I continue watching anime at my setup or in my bed. So like,
Yeah.
The use of TikTok that I once had is not there because it's filled with something else now. Where like even like Snapchat, like okay, obviously Logan knows like I'm the worst person at responding. I don't really answer much. You
Yeah, he
text
sucks.
me, I don't answer.
I've been
Especially if you
texting him
message
and
me
it's
on
like been taking
Snapchat.
5 hours.
If you
Yeah,
message me on Snapchat, you're not getting an answer, period.
yo, but no bullshit, dude. I'm horrible about answering too.
Yeah, we are pretty bad. We have horrible communication skills. We
I
don't, but we
texted
do.
I texted Sal.
This
Uh,
motherfucker started a conversation and then stopped answering me.
I said podcast on Friday. You texted me 2 hours later. Yeah, I'm down. I didn't text him again until Friday.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I texted you hi yesterday at 12. You texted me at 4:15. Hello.
Did I
And then
really?
that's when I started doing the plans or whatever.
Yeah, I'm really bad at
And
texting.
then
Like, even like Devin. Devin texted me good morning today at like 10 o'clock. I texted him back at like 3 or 4. I was like, yo. Like, dude, I just don't answer.
I've been so bad about answering. I'll like go through the entire day and like on obviously not with Ariana, but even still, haven't been texting her that much because she's been like gone, so I don't have anybody to talk to. But in general, like I could go the entire day with talking to her, but then like have a mid conversation with somebody else and then forget that I ever messaged
Oh,
that
yeah.
person until it's like 2 in the morning. I'm like, oh shit. And then you have to go through the thought process where you're like, is it really worth answering
Well,
at this point?
my brilliant plans used to be that, like, especially on Snapchat, like, when I didn't want to talk to somebody, they would message me on Snapchat, and this is what happened, and this is what changed, like, this is why I don't answer on Snapchat, because what happened was I used to say I didn't want to talk to you, and you snapped me at noon. I wouldn't answer you until like 2, 3 in the morning because I knew the probability of you being awake was slim. Obviously, maybe not you, but as an example, like, okay, this girl used to Snapchat me, and like I didn't want to continue the conversation, so she would Snapchat me at like noon, and I knew she'd be out cold, ready for work at like 3. So like at 3, I was replying to her snap, so I didn't have to deal with the response. I knew it wasn't gonna get one.
So then when they wake up, because they don't even check either. They don't
Exactly.
even look what time they're just like, oh, I'm sorry, I fell asleep. So then they think it's their fault.
And
Wow,
not only
you're a
that,
fucking
now like
manipulative
I
bitch.
snap them in the middle of the night so they're asleep, and then the next morning I'm like, oh, I fell asleep, like sorry, and then it's just like I reply to them again at 3. Like I go a whole 15 hours later that I reply, and it's like I dodge the whole conversation. Now I don't look like the asshole because I still replied, but like I'm still the asshole because I knew I'm not gonna get a response. Like I play the mind game.
Sal left me undelivered a week ago.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? On Snapchat?
And yeah, it says and talent was flowing apparently, and I don't remember what for what.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
Oh, maybe that was when you sent me the the wallpaper.
oh maybe. I don't know, dude. I'm telling you, I don't Snapchat especially. Snapchat's the worst thing. Like if you want to have a conversation with me on Snapchat, good luck. You know when people slide up on my
Yeah,
story and I just
honestly.
don't reply, and then 3 days later I'm like, the fuck did they message me for? I'm like, oh shit.
I'm like I leave everybody on red. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't leave people on red because like
I do.
the reason why I don't is because if I leave you on red, there's a problem. If I leave you on red, it means I don't want to talk to you, and I'm telling you that straight to your face. If I leave you on delivered, it means I didn't really pay attention to watching the messages.
I've left 45 people on red in the last 10 weeks.
I have 35 people on delivered on Snapchat right now. I have
I
people,
don't even message 35 people.
dude.
Wow, I'm
I
a
Snapchat
fucking loner, dude.
on Snapchat especially. What I'll do is like, say you snap me, right? Say we have a streak and you snap me like in the morning. I won't open your snap. I'll just send you a snap. Like there's people that like I just opened this girl's snaps. The first snap that I opened was 3 days before Christmas, and I just opened them yesterday. Like I just went through 3 days before Christmas was the first time she snapped me. She snapped me every single day from then till now, and I'm just opening them now. Yeah, Snapchat's the worst thing. You want an answer from me? Do not message me on there. If you want an answer from me, I don't know what to tell you. Like call me, and if because the thing is, I won't even answer your phone call. But if I see you called me, it means it was kind of important, and I'll text you.
Well, yeah. Although you answer most of my phone calls.
Oh yeah,
Even it might
usually.
he'll like even if he misses it, he'll call me back within like 3 minutes, or he'll shoot me a text and be like, "I'm taking a shit. Fuck yourself."
Yeah, pretty much. But I feel like a majority of this podcast was me breaking down my 2021. So Logan, let's hear it.
Oh, my 2021.
Yeah, let's hear it.
God, where do I? Okay. So early 2021. This is in like January. I was still working at the old Amazon.
Mm-hmm. This
I
is
was
when we were
single.
both pretty down bad.
Oh, this was by far my like worst mental health
I
state
remember
I'd ever
texting
been in.
me and you texting about this. Like we were in the trenches at this time.
Yeah, it was it was fucking rough. But we bonded so much through that
Because
time period.
this is when like I don't think people understand me at this time. Girls were playing with both of our minds. Like
Oh my
different
god.
girls, obviously, but like they
So
were both
bad.
playing with our minds, and we
And
were both.
it wasn't even just Ariana at the time too. It was like three people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I was in the same boat, and like I got caught up on one, and then I was like, all right, fuck this. Went on to another two, and just continued the same trend, and I was pissed. I couldn't avoid it, bro. Like
It was such a shitty time. Like just in general.
you definitely muted. All right, stream. So I'm gonna have to backpack this because Logan definitely
Wow.
muted, and there
Hold
he's
up.
back.
Hey. When did
You
I
hit,
cut out?
I said that this was a horrible time. We couldn't win, and then you started talking, and I heard nothing, and I was looking around to see if I fucked something
Oh.
up.
So I was like, for me, it wasn't even just the fact that there was like, it wasn't just women problems for me at the time
No.
either. It was like the fact that I was working from 11 or like 1 in the morning till 11 a.m. and I like never saw my family. I saw nobody anytime I was up. See, this would have worked if everybody was up at the time. It would have been fine. Like if I had people to talk to, I probably wouldn't have been such a shitty state of mind. But at the same time, I would have never been inclined to change my shitty ways.
Yeah.
But I was working at Amazon, getting absolutely fucking hork slam treated like a number. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
It started as Sal mentioned. I was talking to Ariana at the time, and I was getting absolutely fiddled like a fucking cocker. Um,
It's bad. Like you guys don't understand.
yep.
Me and Logan went through a fucking lot.
Yeah, and it sucked even more is because I couldn't really like do anything, or I couldn't be upset about it either because we weren't officially dating,
Yeah.
and we weren't like we were just talking. So it was like,
The only
what can
people
I
we had to
really
blame
say?
was
Like,
ourselves because we kept throwing ourselves into the mix. Like we kept trying to get
yeah,
mixy and getting fucked over, but we didn't even get fucked over. Like well, okay, yeah,
I got fucked over pretty bad.
yeah, so did I. Yeah, so
we
did
got
I. Actually, now that I think about it, I definitely did. I
yeah,
definitely
we
fucking
got
did.
fucking horked. But you know what? I'll also well, and as well, so I'll cut
Not
those
really.
people out of the way.
Oh, yeah, that.
This person came back a little bit sooner than
Dude,
later,
but
but
think about what I fucking like. You got the best. You got the best version that came out of like. You were blessed at the
the
end,
best case scenario,
dude. Like what? It worked out for you in the end. I got shafted. I got shafted.
Yeah,
I got a
and he didn't.
limited edition
He
blue
didn't let me
hoodie.
live it down either. He never let me live it down. Like once I had said it was official, bro, you and Devin were relentless. Every fucking any podcast, anytime we were hopping in a video
You're
call,
a
anything
cocksucker.
was.
You know that.
What do you mean, bro?
I'm happy that it worked out for you, but what the fuck? We went
Look,
through so
dude.
much together, and then you just decided to fucking leave me.
Hey, I'm still here. I don't know what you're talking about.
We're no longer in the same boat. You
I'm
jumped onto
always
a
in the
bigger
same boat.
boat.
My
You're on a
mental
yacht
health
now.
is.
I'm still in a rowboat.
Hey,
But
hey,
there's
Sal,
holes in the
no,
rowboat.
Sal.
Yes.
What's your mental health looking like right now?
Poor.
So is mine. Fuckface. Mine's horrible. Like what?
But at least you have some type of positivity. I'm over here with emotional damage. Like,
Mine's emotional damage too, bro. The body image issues I have right now are so bad. Like, I could cry right now. Either way, we're getting
mental
way
health,
sidetracked here.
mental health, we're still fucked up.
Yeah, we're just a little down horrendous, but it's fine. So that was when I started talking to her. Sal and I went through a fucking trenches together. We started bonding off of that. We started playing a lot of games whenever we could. Either that or we just talking cord, whatever.
Yep.
All that stuff went on, and then let's take a look at memories. Let's figure things out. I have pictures from around the time frame that I can go off of, and I can
I
tell
didn't
you
want to. I didn't
what
want
I
to
was
do
doing.
that, dude, because I knew I was gonna fuck myself over.
So Let's see here. I have a picture of me at a ramen shop. This is whenever I took Ariana and one of my friends, and we drove 4 hours to
Yeah, I
Orlando
still can't believe you did that.
to the Naruto ramen place that was there, and we waited 45 minutes in line just to get this fucking thing. It was mid anyways, honestly, but it was still a fun experience. Uh, in February, I was still working at Amazon. I have a picture of myself in the bathroom after taking a 45-minute shit, uh, saying I hate it here. So we're still working there. I was playing Apex a lot. I remember, yeah, around May, I was playing a lot of Apex with Waffle. That was pretty much what I spent all my time doing. If I recall, I even got Sal to fucking hop on it.
You did. I did play Apex for a little bit.
In March, I quit Amazon and got a new job, and now it's where I'm working now. But it still sucks. But like, at least I'm alive. I on June 25th of 2021, I have a thing that says some Amish guy had explosive diarrhea in the toilet and got it on the wall. I legit heard him say, "Aw shucks, I wish I was joking." I can imagine that wasn't a very good day. I forgot I went to California.
You did.
I did
Yeah,
that.
you did.
Yeah, California was fun. Oh, dude, taking a shit when I first landed had to have been the most like rejuvenating thing ever because I just shat on like absolutely an absolutely horrible state. It's such a shitty state. I hate it, but it was
We could have
fun.
left that out for sure.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It really is though. Like everything just goes wrong there, and all the people are horrible people. They're so mean.
California.
Um, but yeah, no, nonetheless, I had a really good time. I really enjoyed San Diego more than anything. But uh, August, I don't think I did much of anything in August. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yeah, I don't think I did jack or shit in August, to be honest with you. September, I received the unit, the absolute unit of a computer I have now. That's when kind of gaming picked back up, streaming picked back up for a little bit. Uh, life is then that's when things started. Like my mental health started peaking up a little bit. Like I was like, oh, this is my childhood dream. I'm living life, living everything I wanted. That only lasted so long. In November, I did. I quit nicotine, and then as soon as I quit nicotine, I picked up the gym again. And then after that, I went to North Carolina to meet with my family for Thanksgiving. And then December, I did fucking nothing. I was just about as much of a scumbag as I remember. So yeah, that's pretty much how my 2021 went. Like it was very underwhelming in terms of streaming though. I didn't really do like I don't know. I was very inconsistent. Like my streaming has been inconsistent. I could never find games that I was like picking up people that used to watch me don't watch me anymore, which is
Yeah.
it's kind of a fucking low blow, but at the same time I can't really blame them. So I don't know. That's been all right.
Yeah. No. Streaming wise, it's been the same for me. I lost a lot of viewers that like were here constantly. Um.
But I kind of like want to like bring them back or just find people.
Yeah. Like I would love to bring in a new. The problem with me is like when it comes to talent, I'm only good at one game. That's COD, and there's not enough viewers to go around when it comes to COD.
And they're
So
all in one place anyways.
yeah.
I
Dude,
don't
I,
think it's
I
for
should have
us.
never followed you up, dude. I followed you up and started going through memories and what
Oh
a
no.
2021, dude. I uncovered some things that I forgot about, dude. I hung out with my ex during this year too.
What the fuck were you doing?
Dude, I spent time hanging out with my ex and like as soon as after we started hanging out for a little bit, she randomly had a boyfriend, dude. I was pissed. I couldn't even be mad though. It was like early in the year too.
Talking stage. It's just a shitty area.
Yeah, it was like it was right after Texas actually.
I wrote like 3 diss songs in 2021.
Did you really?
Oh wait, I think that's when I did the deep end freestyle, right?
I built a pizza oven this year.
Oh yeah, you did. I forgot about. Dude, that thing must be fucking immaculate.
It's pretty fucking great. Yeah, I built a
Pizza's
pizza
not gonna
oven.
come out of that thing, bro.
I bought a brand new snowmobile.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah, and that was the very beginning of the year. I bought a brand new snowmobile, and then I took it back home, lifted it up in the garage, and I studded it. I put LED underglow on it.
Absolutely menacing, bro.
Yeah, dude, I did some
What?
fucking things. Oh, I remember
What?
I went to Maine this year. My friend and we just got on our feels. Like this is the all right. Remember the situation I was in the beginning of the year, the on and off situation. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, you
Yeah,
don't
you
have
know
to tell me,
exactly.
brother. I remember.
Dude, I remember it ended, and I was like, all right, like, what are you gonna do? You know, I was like, man, what are you gonna
Yeah,
do?
well, what are you gonna do?
I went to Maine, and then like I drunk texted
Oh
and
no.
got an I miss you, and it just like right back to the cycle. I
That's
gotta
all
blame
it takes.
myself for that, right? Like that's all me. That's my fault, 100%.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's 100% your fault.
Because if I just never said anything, like I probably would have never went. It probably never would have continued. I'm a
January
dumbass.
25th of 2021, we were making heroics content, and I remember I was taking dumpy photos for you.
Yeah, Logan sent me his ass.
I just put it up on the screen.
My my cockpit got sent around this year.
I still have that.
um, dude, it's crazy. I still can't believe I worked my job, like my old job still. I feel so long ago. I got the 65% keyboard. Like, I
Oh,
upgraded my
dude.
setup to the 3
The whole
monitors.
build up to my computer was such like like it was the most heart wrenching fucking thing to go through. Like the whole build up, because I bought the keyboard, the 60% keyboard, and I was like, oh great, okay, so we have this now. And then I bought the Model O mouse afterwards. What else did I buy? I bought a bunch of other stuff. I bought the monitor before the fucking computer even came in. This gigantic fucking $400 monitor. And then like the whole fucking time I was waiting, it was like 14 days out. Do you remember the day that it was like it was on a Friday that I got my computer, and it was like saying it was gonna be here Monday, but it was in my town. Like it was
Yes.
in my town the day
When
of.
you
And
were
it's
gonna
like
go to you were gonna go
I was
to
about to
FedEx.
beat the shit out of FedEx to tell them give me my
I
fucking
remember you
computer.
said it. You were like, "I'm going there," and then as soon as you were like, "I'm gonna go there on my lunch break,"
It said
they
out for
messaged you and were like,
delivery.
"Out for delivery." You were like, "They knew I was coming."
Yeah, bro, they were scared. They were shook in their fucking boots. I'm still convinced they did not want my fucking smoke, bro.
They
I was
didn't,
so pissed. But I ended up getting there. It was only a heartache and a half. And here we are. Love God.
dude. This year's been fucking crazy. Now I'm looking at memories, man. I crashed my car this year.
I do remember that vaguely. Vaguely. I feel like I found out about it like 2 months afterwards though, and I was pissed.
Dude, I
Because you didn't tell
crashed
me.
my car this year. That's crazy.
Yeah, honestly kind of fake. I can't believe you didn't tell me that.
I didn't really tell anybody. It was a rough
What
time.
are
It
you gonna
added to
do,
the
right?
depression because it was right after, the Texas trip. So you know what already had was you already know what was going on in my head post Texas trip because a lot of things happened on the Texas trip.
You were like really sad the first like month out of Texas.
Yeah,
Not only because of the fact that like job was kind of shit.
but I didn't have a job when I first came back.
Yeah, but it was like, oh, fucking hell, I'm just dropping everything.
But then the other
Um,
thing happened too while I was in Texas,
oh, dude.
and that fucked me up. And then I crashed my car.
No, it was like you were like sad for like the first month out of it because you wanted to be back. That was what it was.
Yeah,
So,
it was bad. Like I wanted to go back to Texas so bad because like basically to people who don't understand, if you really want to make it or like really do something when it comes to streaming and content, you have to lose your outside life. Like, and I don't think
yeah,
people
fuck
really
your
understand that.
life.
Like, when I tell
No
you that
baby.
you have to sacrifice a lot, like you have to sacrifice your friends that you're hanging out with. You have to like People think that you don't have to do that. You could still make it happen. But you can. It's really hard. Think about it. If me and Logan are very close, we're going to sit in game every day together, right? Like, when we don't, we're not that close. You know, when we don't do
dude,
this
I went, like,
podcast,
2
we're
months
not
without
that
texting
close.
Sal.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when you're not doing stuff in the esports scene, you're losing the friends in the esports scene, which, like we just said about how we lost our viewers that were in our streams, who were consistently in our streams, people who we became friends with, they weren't there because we stopped streaming. That's not their fault. That's on us. But that's something that it's a give and take.
For me, I stopped playing with Duran. I have not talked to Duran since. I stopped talking to him and like when did It Takes Two come out? That game?
That's another bad memory.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, my bad.
Nah, we're good though. But what happened was like, dude, I was so sad coming out of Texas because like I gave up a lot of my friends here to make, you know, the bonds that I have with the guys in Heroics, and I lost a lot of my friends IRL because I wanted this to work, and I took the sacrifice to make something work. And what happened was when I came back from Texas, because I lost those friends, I realized how good life was hanging out with my friends that I'm very close with, and then I came back home when I didn't have them. And now I'm like, wow, like, you lose a part of yourself when you're not, like, you just enjoyed yourself for a full week with no responsibilities, and you came back to not having a job. Now you got to go through the job application process, which I ended up getting the job. Obviously, things are great now. But this job saved me. This job realistically saved me.
Sending me applications like all the way up until before Texas.
Yeah, no.
You're like, this is what I've applied to. I was like, oh god. I told him to stay away from Amazon.
Oh yeah, dude, I applied to Amazon.
You applied to Amazon and UPS, I think.
Wait, the best is the UPS. Do you remember that story? I got the UPS interview and I went there and they were like, "What is your past job experience?" And I told them I was the owner of Heroics Gaming. They stopped my interview short.
Didn't we make like a whole fucking like hour-long skit about this?
Dude, I think we did. I that was so funny to me. Like, I was just like, she was like, "Oh, like, what's your past experience?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the owner of a major gaming organization." She looked at me like I had 10 heads. I was like, "Yeah, I'm the CEO of a major gaming organization." They told me it was gonna take like, what did they say, 30 minutes? And I was like, I was there for like 5, not even. I was like, they cut that short. I was like, maybe they'll email me. Never heard anything.
Never, not a fucking word. Wow.
I guess it's for the best.
Yo, I forgot about that.
I'm actually a comedian. But like, this job saved me in so many ways.
What were you thinking was gonna like come from that?
They were gonna give me the CEO spot of UPS.
No chance.
I don't know. Here's the thing, dude. If I tell you that I have upper management, you know, traits, you're gonna be like, wow, this guy's a little bit more valuable than, you know, just the average guy walking in the door. Which means that you have the opportunity of getting paid more money. They may give me the same role, but they may give me $2 more. You know, whatever it is
okay. Yeah, that's.
If you give your strengths, that's a fair point. You know, because if you're just a normal guy, like even if I was actually a CEO of a major gaming organization, and I walk in,
that's a big trait.
That's what I'm saying. And I walk in, and a guy walks in with the same exact, you know, academics as me and everything, but he's not the CEO. They're gonna say, okay, well, this guy's got upper management, you know, qualities. He owns a business. He has a lot of potential. This guy already has higher ranks, and he's been involved in much more than this guy who's just walking in the door. They may say, well, this guy's more qualified to make this much money instead of this money, and then they just bring you in. They didn't work out like that. They cut me short.
It's supposed to take 30 minutes. That's only 5.
Dude, it was like not even 5.
And then you said, link me for your fucking job.
Link me for your job. Yeah, dude, I'm actually a comedian.
For your job.
Dude, but like, I don't know. Then I got this job, and like, my happiness came back because like I work with somebody who has
money in your account.
Well, yeah, there's money in my account, but I work with somebody who I've been friends with my whole life. Like, one of my coworkers, I go to Maine with every year. Like, I've been friends with my whole life. And now that we work together, we're like, all right, fuck it, let's start hanging out more. And that's where, you know, parties and everything like that just came fucking.
Sal turned into a fucking maniac.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Every video.
Devin's alcoholism got way worse because of you guys.
And like those TikTok videos I made, there's like 2 of like him puking. Like there's just not a day where we just weren't fucked up.
Absolutely denying.
I got a video of him like passed out of my yard. Like, dude, it's bad. I had Devin pass out of my yard too.
Wow.
It was a crazy year. I was blacked out in my own house. My neighbor put me to sleep.
That's actually, that's
Bad.
terrible.
It was really bad. I still had like 20 people at my house. I was blacked out. That was really bad.
Word.
Me and Checky got blacked out in fucking New York.
New York.
Yeah.
How did New York go?
I got COVID.
Well,
Nah,
yeah,
listen,
no
New York
shit.
was good. New York is like, New York's very touristy though. I don't really like New York City. I really don't think there's a lot to do there.
It is kind of just walk around by this.
Yeah, like if you're not from the Northeast, New York is a different world. If you're from the Northeast, New York is just New York. Like, I think Boston's better than New York. Honestly, like New York doesn't have much to offer.
Boston is kind of like the type of place though where you could walk out half fucking drunk, see 2 gay guys fighting over like one dude, also who are drunk.
Yeah, like New York is like, but New York is like a different like atmosphere for sure. Like everybody's an asshole in New York. Like
Yeah.
New Yorkers are assholes. Like, but then you go to like New York, you go to Times Square, it's just touristy, and it's like, I don't know. Like when I go to New York, I don't feel like a tourist because like I've been there my whole life. My family's from the Bronx. Like I'm not a visitor when it comes to New York. Like New York has been my whole childhood.
Yeah.
Not to mention we have, we go to New York every weekend in the summer. Like it's New York. I'm not, it's not new to me. So I don't feel like a tourist when I'm there. So when you're like treated like a tourist, it's really annoying. That's like the way I feel. Like I don't want to feel like a tourist. Like if I was at home, I wouldn't want to feel like a tourist in my own, state. And like obviously I'm
Yeah,
not
I
from New
get
York,
you.
but like I'm there majority of the time, you know. So it's weird to feel like a tourist there. That's why I don't know. If you're not from New York, you're not from the Northeast, go ahead, go to New York. It's a different experience for you. You're probably gonna enjoy it. Being
I
from
had a
here,
good time in New York, but I also like it. I could live there, but I could not live there with a family.
dude, New York's so expensive. New York's not a good place to live.
Yeah, I'm saying if I could afford it, like if I
Yeah.
could afford to live there, I would.
The thing is, I was like, if you want to live in New York, you gotta have money. But then think about it like this: if you have the same money to go live in New York, you could go live in fucking Texas in a mansion.
Right.
Like,
That's the thing.
think about it like that.
Even
You
live in a
can
major city.
you could live luxurious in another city for the same price of getting a studio apartment in New York. Why would you do
Yeah.
that to yourself? Just because it's the Big Apple, it's New York? I could see if you're moving there for work, but like, aside from
Yeah,
that, I
but
don't
even
see a
still,
point.
it depends on the job for work.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like
Like
going to
I would tell
school.
you you're fucking dumb if you're working some like normal 9 to 5. But if you're
Yeah,
working
of
on like
course.
Wall Street, or, like in the stock market, I could be like, okay, well that's like the big place to be is
Yeah.
New York.
Well, like New York, like I already had a job set up in New York when I finished school. Obviously, I didn't continue it, but like as as a mechanical engineer, that's where I wanted to go. That's where all the money was. New York would have generated a lot of money in my pocket. I probably would have made, getting that job would have given me $110,000 in Connecticut, where it would have given me 200 to 220 in New York. So like, think about that.
Yeah, but you would have been living like shit.
Well, I already planned to live on the outskirts of Connecticut, live cheaper, and then drive to New York, which would have made
Oh
it
yeah,
like
I
a
remember we
25,
talked about
30
this
minute
in
ride.
another podcast episode.
Yeah. So, you know, New York, I don't know. New York is on my list of places I don't like. Straight
It's
up.
kind of just like people go there to just hate everybody.
That's what I'm saying. New York, like
You know,
people
like that,
go
like,
there.
You know that grandfather that just hates everybody and
Yeah, that's New
everyone?
York.
That's literally just New York as a state.
Yeah. Yeah, people go there because like I don't know. I think people like to go to New York and get treated like shit. Like people think that's like New
Yeah, I
York.
feel like they definitely do have like a shame kink or something.
Yeah, like people go there and they're like, wow, I can't wait to just tell somebody to be like, get the fuck out of my way. Like they want somebody to walk over and be like, I'm walking here. Like they want to hear that.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to New York just to say that though. Like be put in a scenario where I'm almost hit by a car where I could say that.
Well, that's New York, dude. You know how many times we walked in front of cars? Like the fucking crosswalk is saying don't walk, we're walking. Like it's New York, dude. That's a concrete jungle.
Shout out to episode 3. Episode 2. Episode 3 or 2?
Episode 3. Concrete Jungle.
God, that was a fucking great episode. God, fuck.
Dude, we've had some good episodes. Like, let's like focus now that we've hit the hour mark. Let's think about our 2021, like her WDB Cast 2021. We did okay, 14 episodes, but like we did a lot.
In those episodes, yeah, I feel. Oh my god, we talked about. We just barely got into the SCP lore.
And the SCPs were fun. Like
Yeah, that was really
people
fun.
enjoyed that. Obviously, that was like one of our more viewed.
I think our most viewed though is the Concrete Jungle.
Concrete Jungle, yeah, the Concrete Jungle was definitely an entertaining one, and I think that's a thing we should focus on because think about the ones that did the most damage is the SCPs where we talked about the SCPs. No, when we talked about the SCPs fighting me, we did a lot of that did decent. We talked about Concrete Jungle, like think about like when we take things and like okay, I said that I'd fuck up a crocodile. Yeah, I had to stop myself. I had to stop myself.
Bestiality, huh?
Yo, relax. I had to stop myself. But like when we talked about shit like that, like when I was like, oh yeah, that SCP, I'd fuck it up like with ease. Like that is when people were like, okay, like this is funny. Like think about when you sit there and you can visualize me fighting an SCP or me fighting a fucking hippopotamus. Versus us sitting here talking and now they're just visualizing our 2021, which some people may be interested in what we did. Some people may just say, well, fuck these guys. I don't really give a fuck.
Most people just say, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think, I definitely think our best episode, though, was definitely the Concrete Jungle. That was a lot of fun. And you versus the SCPs.
Mm-hmm.
Our tier lists are by far best episodes.
Yeah, that's. I think we should. That's leading me to my next point is like,
should we do more of them?
Yeah, what do you want to do in 2022? What do you want to do with this podcast in 2022? Now that we're here, now that huh?
Suck less.
No, but like realistically, like all right, in my perspective, like I want to bring back the tier lists. I think those are entertaining, but I also want to bring back tier lists like if we sat here and said, all right, let's talk about fast food chains, and obviously we did that on the Heroics YouTube channel, right? And we did a fast food tier list. But instead of us, just ranking fast food, I think the qualities that we have, the traits that we have that we could definitely tie in a viewer is to sit here and shit on fast food in our own way. Like, do a fast food list.
Especially now, dude, that I've been like really tracking calories and stuff.
Yeah.
I could absolutely shit on every fast food chain.
Well, like, we could sit here and be like, yeah, McDonald's, like, if you want the shits, go to McDonald's. Like Taco Bell. You want the shits? Taco Bell's your place. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If we're gonna rank Taco Bell, it's at the very top for giving the shits, and it's at the very bottom for taste quality. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could just sit there and I don't know. I think that this podcast, it's if we're really gonna blossom in 2022,
we definitely need to find a niche and kind of just stick with it.
Stick with it, yeah. Stick with what works. Obviously, those tier lists work.
Yeah, but I feel like it's that whole genre of like just a comedic factor of where we're going against each other with something.
And if we continue, I think we're the worst two people to sit and talk about a serious conversation. You want to be completely honest with you, because we're funny, we're comedic, but people that gravitate towards the topics that we're talking about in a comedic way are there for serious intentions, and they want facts and face value. When we're sitting here and we're like, yeah, fuck them. Oh yeah, ISIS.
I think,
yeah.
You know what I should start doing? Oh, dude, this would be fun. We could do all right. So like, along with like the tier list, we could start doing like a tell me the worst story about like a certain genre, and we have to like
off the dome
make a story, like tell your worst story, and you have to have it all like typed out to be long enough. And like
I'm
depend
down
on who's leading the conversation.
I'm totally down. We could literally just do a podcast of our worsts.
Oh, dude, that would be fucking dramatic.
Our worst, the time I shit my pants on the subway. Like, I've never done that.
Spicy nugs, and then an hour later, I had to go to the mall with my girlfriend, and I ended up like telling my girlfriend, I said, "You can go into Victoria's Secret. I'm going to the bathroom to find Victoria's Secret." And I ended
Dude,
up fucking shitting my
there was
brains
a
off
there
for
was
30
a
minutes.
time that I got Taco Bell. I'll never forget this, dude. I got Taco Bell, and I got home, and like as soon as I got Taco Bell, dude, as soon as I
Dude,
got home,
it's
I
like
was
the
like,
immediate.
yo,
Get
I
the
gotta go to
shit
the
thinking
bathroom.
about Taco Bell.
Yeah, I do too. Like I seriously have to go now. But like no, I went in the
Yo.
bathroom and I was like, oh man, this is bad. I'm like, go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom, and then I get out of the bathroom and I'm like, that was relieving. And I took 2 steps out of the bathroom to my room and I turned
Right
around and
back,
went right back
right
in,
back in. Turn
right back
around,
in,
dude.
dude.
Right back
What
in.
a reverse there?
It's never a one and done. It's never a one and done.
No, dude. Taco Bell comes in phases.
And sometimes they come in real quick phases.
Oh yeah, dude. They hit you like a bus.
It's so weird too, because it's like you'll eat. You know what I've learned is like the worst thing to get at Taco Bell, but I love them so much. Is their pintos and cheese, bro. You dump that with like some fire sauce in them. They're so good. But as soon as you even like take the bite, you just feel a fucking like like the cartoon like comedic nuclear symbol with the skull, like the nuclear smoke puff smoke with the skull. That's
Yeah.
what I feel that like physically go off in my stomach and I just die. It ends up being the worst like next 2 nights.
The thing is like realistically, like I don't think people understand. Like, okay, some people do, but like people that eat Taco Bell is not just like Logan said. Taco Bell is not just a one and done. It's not just a two and done.
No,
Like you're in a best
no.
of 7 series fighting for your life. And the thing is like
Yeah,
you're not just in a best of 7 series of like
and you
pub
will never
kids.
win.
Yeah,
Never
you're in
win.
a best of 7 series against the
I
Optic
don't think I've
Dynasty.
ever won against a shit with Taco Bell ever. I end up dropping a nuke.
You ever wake up in
Not
the middle of the
die.
night, like wake up like abrupt from
Oh,
sleep and gotta go?
oh, it's the worst. Cause you have like I'll have a dream where it's about me having to poop,
Yes,
and
and
then
then
I'll
you
wake
wake
up.
up and you're like, fuck.
Oh, and then you're like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And
Yeah,
then
dude, the Hershey squirts are coming. Like,
the Hershey squirts. You have the chocolate starfish, and you're actually like in tears.
yeah,
You're curling your toes, half naked, with shirtless, in your bathroom, praying that you make it to tomorrow.
like I don't think people enjoy poop talk, but like, I mean,
But
seriously,
it's like the yo. They're
I
the
gotta be
worst.
completely honest with you. It's that time of my day is the most relieving part of my day. It's probably one of the best moments of my day.
Oh, dude, it's the first thing I do in the morning too. Like I wake up when I go to work, I'll clock in, and I won't even set. I'll like set down my bag. I won't even log in. I'll just go take a dump.
Oh yeah, dude, I love that at work. Like my favorite's when I wake up and like I'll get a phone call from my boss and it's like early in the morning. Like I just clocked in, I just got to work, and I like leave the meeting and go to the bathroom. And they call me and they're like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, taking a shit. And they're like, "You didn't take one in the morning?" I'm like, "Dude, if you're gonna pay me for it, why would I take it in the morning? Like,
You
why?"
can't, right?
Like, that's like the most brilliant part of
Sleeping
my
is like
day. It
literally
gives
the most
me.
satisfying thing.
Well, the thing is like I don't work. I don't work in a facility that like I'm not sitting at a desk where I can just get up and walk to a community bathroom. I work on the road, so like I'll be in one place, and to go to the bathroom, I gotta go another 10 minutes to the nearest place. Like I gotta find a Dunkin' Donuts or like a Cumberland Farms, which is a gas station, to go to the bathroom. Right? So like I'll be sitting there and I'm like, yo,
Wawas. Wawas are the
that's what I'm
best place.
saying. Like, dude, I'll be sitting there and I'm like, yeah, I gotta find a bathroom. So then I go look at my GPS and I'm like, find the furthest one away, go there. I'm like, all right, 15-minute drive, get there, go, take my time. Then usually I pick a gas station because I'm genius. After I finish my business, I'm over there and I'm like, I could go for a water right now. I'll go buy a water. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe get some sunflower seeds too. And I'm like, yo, ring me up. And then just out the door, 15 minutes back to work. Like, that just took an hour of my day and they're just paying me for it. And they're not going to question why I was in the bathroom. Like, the best of one time I took a really long break. I was like, I went to the bathroom. They're like, for an hour and 20. And I was like, dude, you guys stationed me in the hood. Like, I had to find a clean bathroom. Like, hello? They're like, so where's the nearest one? I was like, it was 22 minutes away. And they're sitting there arguing with me. And I'm like, no, like, it wasn't clean. I went. And I'm just sitting there fighting for my life, trying to just get them to be okay with it. I left for an hour and 22. And they were fine with it.
That's because they probably just gave up and was like, this guy's a
Dude, they're
tyrant.
not
He's
going to
never
beat
gonna
me
do
in an
something.
arguing match. Like, nobody's going to beat me in that.
No. And he's also the king of bullshitting. We saw that in the SCP episode. So
Oh, yeah,
he
dude. I'm
definitely
just.
definitely fucking scammed his
Yeah,
boss.
you're not gonna, because I'll sit there and like I'll give you a bullshit story, and if you're gonna sit there and think that you're gonna beat me, you're not. I promise you, you're
You got
not.
another thing coming, bro.
Because I'll out bullshit all of your bullshit. Like it's there's a time somebody bullshit my own boss was trying to bullshit me, and I went through the whole circle with him and reverse bullshit everything back to him. He was like,
You're an
really?
asshole.
And I was like, yeah, I literally just told you everything you just said, except I put myself in the shoes and I changed the scenery, and you just believed it, you fucking idiot. Like, nice, man. Up top.
Good job. You're an idiot.
Like, dude, you know how many people just, like, fall for my bullshit? It's bad, dude.
I fall
Bad.
for your bullshit half the time. And then it's stupid too, because I'll fall for your bullshit, even like full well knowing whenever I go into this conversation, I'll be like, he's gonna bullshit me.
Oh, 100%.
And I'll still fall for it. I'll just be like, yeah, all right.
Well, you gotta think, dude. You know how many people that I bullshit? And majority of the
Gotta
time it's girls.
think.
Like, complete honest with you. Like, I'm gonna expose myself on this podcast. Most of my bullshit goes towards girls. Because they'll believe it. Like my
Why do you
friends
have
call me out.
17 hoes? I don't
I
know.
don't. I don't have 17 eyes. The best is when they like question it. And I'm like, girls?
Dude, gaslight the fuck out of them.
I'm like, girls?
What makes you
Really?
think that I have girls?
When I go through my phone, it's all dudes.
I'll text you 44 times and under 44 different names if I have to.
Well, no, dude. The best is like you plead your case as if like you're clean. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, you want to go through my phone? Go through here. Like, you make them feel like shit for
And then you
looking.
make the,
But then they're like, never mind. And I'm like,
guilty.
thank God.
Even though
Like,
knowing
holy
full
shit,
well,
thank
you're like,
God.
you're calling your bluff the whole time. And if she calls your bluff and goes through it, you're
Oh,
like,
I'm-
oh, no. Oh,
Yeah, dude. Now I'm like, now why you don't trust me?
no. You just switch it up now.
Yeah, dude. It's. But you know what? Until I'm in a
You heard it here
relationship.
first, guys.
No, I don't have hoes. I don't.
Mhm.
I really don't. I'm really lonely and depressed. But the thing is like, I'm putting this into perspective. If I'm not in a relationship and we are not established as talking, I don't really give a fuck. Like, if we do not make a commitment, there's a chance of me just walking away the next day. Like, we could have everything.
Good luck getting Sal to commit.
Yeah, it's a good point. There's like, the problem is there's always gonna be one girl in the back of my head, so it's like you're kind of shit out of luck.
Do I know the one? I feel like I know the person.
Yeah, probably. I think I've talked about her before. Been in love with her since fucking
yeah, I
sophomore
do know.
year, freshman year.
Yep. I remember.
Yeah, it genuinely doesn't matter like what girl ever talks to me, because like there's always gonna be one in the back of my head. So if she ever texted me in the middle of a conversation, like if this girl was ever professing her love to me, and the girl that I'm talking about just texted me, I'd be like, yeah, I gotta go. Like, sorry, would you look at the time? Iron Man's calling me.
Oh,
The Avengers
man,
have
I
to
really hate
assemble.
it for you. I'm actually really sorry that you have feelings for me, because I'm a shitty person, but I gotta fucking bounce.
I've said that before. That's my go-to line. They're like, I think I like you. And I'm like, why? What's wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with you?
Good. I said that to, there's a girl that was like, I was like, I strictly told her I could never see you more than just a friend.
I've used that line plenty of times.
I've told her this on multiple occasions. Ariana knows this person too. So this is before we had started dating, but she had called me at like 3 a.m. or something like that. It was just like going on. She's like, Logan, this is, degenerate me. I'm playing fucking Minecraft right now.
I'm trying to beat the weather right now. What the fuck do you want?
Yeah, like fuck you, and I'm trying to be Ender Dragon. She texts me. She says, Logan, and I said, what? She says, I think I'm in love with you. And I'm like, again?
Dude, yeah, it's bad.
She's this is not the first time she's confessed, and I've told her both times no. But she was like, yeah, I think I'm in love with you again. She was drunk too, so this is even worse. Because she
Yeah.
tried playing it off in the morning, like she's like, it wasn't me talking. It was like, okay, buddy. But I told her, I was like, why? Like, what have I done to make you feel this way? And I'm deeply sorry, because I will never see you that way. I'm a horrible person.
Yeah, but
Like,
you know what? I say the same thing, but like as much like I'll say this, I know I'm an asshole. People say that I'm an asshole all the time. I know I am, okay?
I'm a prick.
I know that I'm an asshole to everybody. Like, it's not just like I'm not an asshole with girls. Like, I'm an asshole in general. Like, I'm just an asshole. I know that. I'm not gonna change. It's me, okay? There's times where I'm not, but there's times where I definitely am. But like with girls especially, like I I'm so much of an asshole, but I'm not gonna sit there like if a girl's ever like I like you and I know I don't feel that way, I'm not gonna be an asshole and string it along.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lead them on.
Like
I won't.
that's one thing is like if as soon as
I
a girl
won't pretend
confesses her feelings, I'm out. If I
because I
don't feel
wouldn't.
that
I
way, because
wouldn't
I'm not
want
gonna
that for
waste your
me.
time. Exactly.
I wouldn't want that for me. I wouldn't want to confess my feelings and then like you just pretend this whole
Well,
time.
there's been plenty of times that like I've been friends with girls that like I only see as a friend, and then they catch feelings, and I'm like, now what do I do? Like because we're friends, like I don't want to just walk away, but I'm not gonna look at you in that way.
Yeah, I'd strictly just tell them off the rip. I'll be like, I probably will never see this as a friend, as more than a friendship. So if
Yeah,
you catch feelings, I'm sorry.
and you know when people are like, "What's wrong with you?" and I'm like, "Would you rather that I just led them on?"
I see. I don't get told like what's wrong with me. I don't think
I
I've ever
have.
been told. Well, the girl that I told, like, you should not, you should just not like me, pretty much, because I'm a shitty person. That person that I told,
Yeah,
she's called me an asshole or whatever, and was like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" And I just said, "Dude, I'm in such a place in my life right now where I can't even like myself
yeah,
normally.
exactly.
Why the fuck would I even be willing to like another person?"
Well, that's like another thing too. Is like, dude, my head is a crazy place, and I genuinely could not put a girl through that. Honestly, you want me to be completely honest with you? Even
What's
if
up?
the girl I liked hit me up right now, I genuinely don't think I could put her through it.
I don't.
I'd probably
I
try because I've
I
been
keep a
chasing.
lot from Ariana, honestly.
You up?
I keep a lot from her because I just don't want her to like leave because I'm too fucking psychotic.
Yeah, no, I keep a lot in my head. Like
Yeah, like
I,
especially because
I can
I
maybe
don't
vent
ever
out
want to be clingy.
10%. Yeah, I
I
get what you're
don't ever
saying.
want to be clingy. Like I'm very heavy and overthink. Like this whole trip, dude, has been a fucking nightmare. I've been so horrible this whole week
Yeah,
that she's been gone. Just because she's in a place where I can't even like really contact her on a regular basis.
exactly.
Where she won't be able to answer me for like hours at a time.
Listen, you're not the only one. I went to the Dominican Republic when I first started dating my ex, and it was the same way. She's like, whoa, like, especially like you're at least like you got to think about it like this. You guys have been in a relationship, so there's less. There should be
Yeah,
less worry. There's gonna be worry, 100%, but like there's
I
more built
yeah,
up.
but the thing is like you know me where I will literally overthink a
Oh, listen,
situation,
100%.
like one little thing until I make an entire story out of it that makes complete and total logical sense.
Oh, I
And then I'll
listen,
just
I
run
get
with
it,
it.
100%. But the thing is like if this happened at the beginning of your relationship, it would have been even worse because you didn't even lay a
Oh, it would have
foundation
been
yet.
nightmarish. Yeah,
There
because
was no
that and then
foundation
like
built,
think about
nothing.
all the shit that I had already gone through.
Mhm.
On top of that, I would have just I don't know if I could have done it.
Yeah. No, listen, 100%. Like I agree with you 100%. I get what you mean. And
Yeah, I just
there's
don't
no
want to deal
way.
with that.
There's not like nobody could sit there and fault you for that. That's the thing. Is like I'm the
Yeah,
same way. Like there's a
what
lot
am I
going on in
gonna
my
do?
head, and like I genuinely don't think like when I say I don't do commitment, and it's not because like listen, there's been some great girls out there.
Oh yeah,
Some
if we're talking about bags, he's fumbled. Holy shit, he's had so much potential.
yeah, absolutely. Going from like okay, obviously what happened with my ex is it happened, whatever. But like even that, like aside from certain things, great girl, great, 100% great. Another girl I talked to, very close after, great girl. Went to a different school for, went to a different state for college, and I fumbled that for sure because I was like, I can't pursue that when you're in another state. That was like it. That's when I
Yeah, but
stopped
that's not
committing.
really a bag fumbled though.
No, dude, no, I fumbled, bro. Like, bro, I fumbled. That's probably like, dude, if there was ever a girl that I was ever invested to 100%, it's her. Like
Really?
140%, it was her.
Like,
Yeah.
is this like the girl, or is
No,
this
no,
just
it's
one that you
not, dude.
fumbled?
This is a girl I fumbled. The girl that's
I
like
need to see a
in
picture.
the I will. The girl that's like in my head that I talked to you about like that. I've never really had the chance. So like, I never really have been invested. You know what I'm saying?
Is she one of those people that I forget? Is she one of the ones that like told you she couldn't see you that way?
No, 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 no. We were things hit off great, and then she was like, graduated, gotta go to a different state. I was like, oh. I sat there and I was like, dude, my head, if I continue this, is gonna explode. Like I don't think I'd be able to manage it with my mental. And I just fumbled my own bag. And then like I tried to recover it and I fumbled it even further away from me. Like I kicked the ball and it went 10 yards the other way. Like yeah, I fucked
Yeah.
up bad, dude.
Yeah, that happens to me so frequently. Like just even talking about not like bags that I fumbled. Although I fumbled a bag pretty hard. Like not even a bag. It was just like I fumbled a very easy to win scenario by just not pursuing it, and I feel
I've done
so
that
dumb
too.
for it.
I've done that too. I like froze up and was like, I don't know. And then I was like,
Dude,
or
I
I
literally
like,
had a Tinder girl that lived a mile away from me message me. Mind you, I woke up from a nap. I was like, this is on my degenerate sleep schedule. Was sleeping all day. I woke up at like 9:30 p.m. and I saw this message. It was a Tinder message from this girl, and she said, "Let me or record me while I'm sucking your dick." That was the intro message, and it could have just been like like a one or done kind of thing, but like I didn't do it, and I should have. I totally should have at that point, because this is like before anything had happened ever. I was like uber depressed, wanted a fucking relationship at all.
but you know
Yeah.
what? This is where
I'm looking at your face and stream right now. You're like, oh. I totally.
But this is the thing. This is the thing, Logan. Think about it. This is how I gotta put it in your head, right? Like, if it did happen, you might not be sitting here in the same position that you're in.
True.
So, like, if you were in a position like me, you get what I'm saying? Like, where you right now, like, I'm not talking to anybody. I'm genuinely like,
that would have been a perfect
oh,
fucking opportunity.
100%. Like, I would think you 100% fumbled if you were in a position like me. But you're in a relationship, you're happy, you're good.
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
So you did you fumbled at the time. But
oh yeah, at the time I totally fumbled that.
But they took you out the game
at the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Even in the picture.
You fumbled, they took you out of the game, but then they were like, holy shit, fourth quarter, there's 3 seconds to go, you're on the goal line, they put you back in and you scored. So like, you fumbled early just to score a touchdown after.
Fair.
Wow.
Fair.
You see my analogies? They're just fucking insane.
Yeah, you're actually so talented. I don't know.
Dude, you should have seen what I said the other day to somebody. Somebody was like, I don't understand how people could walk, and I was like, think about it. I said, you can't look at yourself as less valuable because people walk away. Because you could be a superstar that didn't fit in a certain system, and they release you, or trade you. That doesn't make you any less valuable. You might go to another team and continue to be a superstar. Look at DeMar DeRozan on the Bulls right now.
Oh my god, dude.
Look at Kemba. Kemba was a star in Charlotte. He came to Boston. He was good, but he never was the star that he was in Charlotte. But that doesn't make him any less of a player.
You have Tatum.
Exactly.
You have Jaylen Brown. Dude, yeah, there's too much talent.
That doesn't take any value away from you. You may just not have fit the system, but you may go to another system and be a superstar again. I said that they were like, I don't know, man. It came off the dome, and I was like, I'm so smart. Like, I'm actually brilliant.
Yeah, you just felt like uber talented for them.
Yeah, I was like, wow. And I'm still alone.
Either way, talking about, I forget where it was like mental health and then yada yada.
We went off on a tangent.
A little bit, it's fine. But yeah, there's like so much that I can't even like. I hate it that I'm such a bad like overthinker in general, because I just don't ever want to fumble anything else. Like I don't.
Yeah, no.
I'm so afraid to tell her anything ever because like she's not a very clingy person, while I am. And so if I ever even mention the slightest bit of clinginess, I'm just afraid she's gonna be like, "All right, I'm out, bye." Okay.
And I don't think people understand that you're not alone in that situation, because like okay, like I'm not super clingy, but I get what you're saying in a way. Like if you not necessarily that you have matching or not matching opposite personalities, but like if you are really passionate about the color blue. But I don't feel strongly about the color blue, and I slip up and say something, in your head you're gonna be like, shit, I said that they're so passionate about it, they're just gonna walk away. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you put in your head that you don't want to ruin it because of saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing.
I'm not ever gonna judge like her badly because of that, and don't ever think that she would be that kind of person. But like even this week, dude, like I'm telling you, it just takes one little fucking thought, and you'll just run
Oh
off on a
yeah.
complete tangent for like 6 hours, and then you'll come back and realize,
Well,
oh,
especially when you're in a position that you're in, where you can't really talk to the person for hours, so like you're stuck in your own space with nothing to fill the blank, and
I've
you're
been
just filling
high
it yourself.
way too much in this last week, like way too much.
Dude, I had to stop. Work said they randomly drug test. I was there for the majority of the year, and they did not drug test at all. And I was like, all right, cool. Like I'm not getting drug tested. And then literally one Sunday, I ripped the bong. Monday, I got to work, and my friend got tested, and I was like, I'm fucked.
So you had to stop because of
Yeah, dude, I started
Loki.
panicking. I just still didn't get tested.
Yo, what the fuck? You have so many bots in your stream. I didn't
I
even
saw
realize.
that.
Holy fuck.
Maniac, Val time, come. Podcast time. Relax, relax.
Yeah, get a grip.
No, I
Wait,
get.
are we streaming Val? No, because it's Maniac. I forgot.
You can't stream Val with Maniac. Yeah, I don't know. You're not in a position that you're not in the wrong at all.
Yeah, I just feel like I am half the time.
You're
I'll be
gonna
fine
always tell
tomorrow.
yourself that though. Yeah, of course. You're gonna put your mental through a blender, and then you're gonna be okay tomorrow. But then you're gonna end up putting yourself in. Listen, I've been through it. Um, listen,
Nah, I
I've
have a
definitely been
filter.
through it.
Maniac, I don't believe that.
Like no troll. You should see this guy at work.
Never.
I know his filter. It's pretty bad.
It's only when I'm baked. Maniac, I have a clip
Yeah, dude, he does.
twice in the same stream. I didn't even pick it up the first time.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, no,
You
I
knew
mean,
I was live too. It's crazy. You know, maybe I'll just fucking send it today.
hey, Maniac with the resub for 1 month at tier 1. They've now been subscribed for 8 months. Maniac, welcome to the Chiniacs, my boy.
Sounded so cringe.
Thank you. You know what, man? I do not get sub notifications anymore, alright?
I don't either.
Hold up. We them boys.
We making noise?
Yes,
Hi,
sir.
Izzy.
Hi, Izzy. Welcome to the podcast that we're... I am Chiniac. Actually, that's literally how it was made. And that right there, what you just typed is Chiniac.
Yep.
But, no, I mean... This podcast, basically, we discussed our 2021. We went on for a little bit longer than we usually do.
Yo, sorry.
All right, well, good thing we're at the very end of this. So, we went on for a little bit of a tangent, a little bit further than we usually do. Oh, my God. So, yeah, I mean, we recapped our 2021. What's good about doing the podcast is that we sat down and talked about this now and think about it. We're gonna continue this podcast. We have to continue this podcast to 2022. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have to revisit these next year. Yeah, I mean,
the stupid thing that Billie Eilish does with that one video where she has 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020.
I have not seen that. No.
She does is one thing with a specific YouTuber every year,
Mhm.
and it always immaculately blows them. She just does the same questions every year just to see how drastically different it is.
Yeah, I mean, I think low key, we could do another one this year. Another one this year. We could do another one next week, and our next podcast would just be basically our predictions / goals for 2022, and see how far we come along when it comes to the end of the year.
Yeah.
Because think about that, we haven't really done that. We've all sat and been friends for 2 years, 2+ years. Some of us 3. So realistically, if we ever sat and did that, we already would have had content. But now we'll start that now. The WDB tradition.
Yes, sir.
Maniac's asking for Among Us time, but I think that's gonna do it for us.
Yeah.
And
sure.
yeah, it's been another WDB cast. Anything you want to say?
Next week, right?
Definitely next week. I'm back,
yeah.
dude. I'm back. I gotta go to work, and then you know the drill. Back to work, and then after work we do the podcast.
I bet. I'm done.
As usual, if you're listening on Spotify, appreciate you. The podcast is Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, RSS feed, YouTube, Twitch. Follow us on any of those to watch it. Any support is always greatly appreciated. We're gonna try to continue. Gonna try to continue through this year.
Wow, dude, get a grip.
Sorry, it's we've been talking for an hour and a half, and words are starting to become tough for me. But yeah, we're gonna try to make it happen through this year, and hopefully you guys are there for the ride, and we'll see how far we come along from now to next year, which this will be crazy.
Yes, sir.
Episode 15. 15 episodes, man.
Yes,
15
sir.
podcasts. We've done well. But as always, we'll see you guys in the next one, and thank you so much for listening, watching, and appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.